I had a great life. I started playing football at 12 and went to the greatest university, Mississippi State.
A true bulldog on the field and off. Johnie Cooks was a star linebacker for Mississippi State in the early 80s. He was drafted into the NFL. He won a Super Bowl with the New York Giants.
A person come from the Mississippi Delta, which is the poorest part of Mississippi. You know, that I outlived every dream I ever thought of.
The professional athlete never imagined he would find himself here at Baptist Memorial Hospital in Memphis, where he's been since mid-August.
I woke up that morning, I couldn't breathe, and I was having congestive heart failure.
His condition declined. Eventually, doctors amputated his legs and some of his fingers in order to save his heart and vital organs. Then, because his immune system was down, he became infected with a bacteria called Pseudomonas. It can cause pneumonia and is resistant to nearly all antibiotics.
When you're that sick and have a bunch of lines and tubes and things that we have to do to get you through those times, those things go through the skin and can get infected.
Dr. Steve Threlkeld, one of Johnny's doctors. He said people in healthcare settings are particularly vulnerable to what's known as superbug infections because they tend to be already sick or immunocompromised, like Johnie was.
It's unlikely to cause an important life-threatening infection in a normal, healthy, younger person walking around town. But if you're in a healthcare system, particularly chronically, and have those kinds of problems, it can be a deadly issue.
Superbugs are strains of bacteria, viruses, parasites, and fungi that are resistant to most antibiotics and other medications. The CDC recently issued a warning about a drug-resistant strain of fungus called Candida auris, which is spreading in healthcare facilities across the U.S. As superbug infections become more common, Dr. Threlkeld said it's critical to cut down on unnecessary antibiotic use.
When we give unnecessary antibiotics, again, for common colds and viral infections, which they really don't help, then we're doing nothing but helping those germs be exposed to those antibiotics, and it gives them a reason to work on getting resistant, and after time, they do.
He also said proper hand hygiene and sterilization in hospitals is important. In Johnny's case, Dr. Threlkeld said treatment was especially tricky because of the health problems he was already facing. Johnie said his faith in God and his support from his family and friends is what gets him through.
Even though I have no legs now and I have my hands, I'm happy and blessed to be alive. So, I can be able to be with my family still, and I'm not depressed.